Rytasha Rathore, who is currently seen in digital series Sex Rated, The Vice Guide to Sex in India, speaks about what she feels needs to be talked about more openly amongst the youth of today. Sex education. Rytasha Rathore. Actor Rytasha Rathore, who is currently riding high on success on her ongoing digital series Sex Rated, The Vice Guide to Sex in India, speaks about the most prominent episode of the lot and what she feels needs to be talked about more openly amongst the youth of today. Sex education. Your current series Sex Rated, The Vice Guide to Sex in India has got a great response. How does it feel? What do you have to say? I am quite happy with the response we have got. It is a great feeling to see so many people acknowledging such content, which is honestly very necessary. I mean, we as a society have to start openly talking about such things. I am glad that just the existence of this show has become a talking point for some families about the topic itself. You are really breaking some major stereotypes by talking about topics like sex toys and sex education on the show. Other actresses in the industry generally shy away from such topics, so what gives you the go-ahead to speak about them so openly? I have never really felt the need to shy away from talking about such topics. I mean, there is honestly no need to shy away from these things. We come from this process. We are products of this process. So, I of course am not shy about talking about how I have come into existence. I also feel that public figures have more of a responsibility about these things, and so I am just doing my part as my social responsibility. The next episode is on sex education. According to you, how important is it for such a topic to be enlightened upon today's generation? What do you feel should be taught to them? And mainly how? Sex education is extremely important, as we need to be more sex positive as a country, and that has to be instilled in our youth. According to one of the experts I spoke to during the series shoot, sex education should begin as soon as the child is born. There shouldn't be any shame attached to these things. I feel that the kids should be taught to know that this is their body, and to understand how it works. Somebody through this show said something very good, that your body is like your house and so you just have to know where everything is. What are the episode's highlights going to be? The episode is a very exciting one. We will be seen speaking to a sex counselor, Dr. Bosley, who has given us a lot of insight on this topic. Even went to Shonagachi to shoot an episode for the same. So this one is definitely a balanced episode in many ways. An exciting one to look out for. It is a very informative one, and we tried to make it as entertaining as we could. People do tend to tune out when they are watching things about topics like sex education, but in this episode, I don't think anyone is going to tune out. Anything specific you had to prepare yourself with to shoot this episode? And anything you yourself gained knowledge about whilst shooting for it, which you didn't know about earlier? So the Vice team had done a lot of research beforehand, especially for this episode. So with all the mixes and matches we could add into the episode, that's how I finally prepared for it. With all the research work mainly. I myself did gain a lot of knowledge while shooting for it. Things like not knowing that children should be aware of this from the time they are kids, was quite new to me too. And things like just to normalize the human body mainly, just opened up my eyes to new perspectives. Catch up on all the latest entertainment news and gossip here. Also download the new Midday Android and iOS apps to get latest updates.